So I think Perry likes the letter A, because obviously we have the Extra, the Sender, the Ultra, and now this, the Faster. Although looking at the front of the bike, I probably would have called it the Transformer, as it kind of looks like a transformer. And by riding it, it'll transformer your life. No, probably not. Anyway, it was an idea. So you have a key or key fob as usual. I always like trying looking at the key fob. So on the key fob you've also got an alarm sound. So if you're in the car park and you can't find your bike, you can actually press the horn and hopefully that should just tell you where. There you go. Thank you very much. Do I turn it off? There you go. So you can locate your bike, which is always handy. And you've got a lock and an unlock and an alarm button. So if we unlock it, there we go. So to turn on the bike, all you need to do is press the little power button, keep your finger pressed on it for a bit, and then that should all lighten up. There we go. Very nice. So at the moment we are at 4%, 100%. The bike's done 412 miles at the moment. On the steering wheel, the usual controls, you've got the dip lights, the full lights, and then over here turning lights on and off. So that's off, and then low, full, and then dipped and that. Indicators, horn, and the power button. But the bike's also got a reverse gear, which is kind of quite nice over here. And I did at first think, why do you need a reverse gear? But then I realised that I have to push my own bike up the drive, and it's a little bit heavy. So if you've got a reverse gear, that would be quite handy. So all we need to do is press that little P button, and if the camera can see, it says P there. I just press that once, and now the bike is live and we're ready to go. I'll put the key away because I don't actually need it now. The bike is started. That is it, the bike is started. I still can't get over the fact that the bike is live and I can't hear anything. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. You've got a little compartment down at the bottom here that you can store things on. We've also got 3 gears over here on this little button. At the moment it says 1. If I press it again it'll say 2, and press it again it'll go 3. So we might as well start off at gear 1 and see where it takes us. Let's get cold. Well, it's very smooth. The throttle is actually quite smooth. It's got a little bit of give in it, which is nice. You can actually gently throttle up for it to actually start to accelerate, which sometimes you don't get on electric. Sometimes you just do that and you're off. So that's kind of nice that you've got a little bit of control. So I'm only in gear 1 and I'm doing a lovely comfortable 26, and I'm not anywhere near the top at the moment. So already this is like the speed you'd get on the Extra and the Sender. So 36 now, still on gear 1, which is pretty awesome. I must say it's quite a gradual increase in speed on gear 1. It's a gentle, slow climb. So it's not a quick acceleration on gear 1. I'm gently rising to 30 to 35. So it'd be interesting to see when I go to gear 2 whether that gives you a bit more torque and gets you to that speed a little bit quicker, which I imagine it probably will do. So we're going to go up a big hill now. So I want to give myself a little bit more power. So I'm going to kick into gear 2. Now it says gear 2. Here we go. I've actually got a smile on my face. This really is quite fun to ride. Okay, so we're going to click into gear 3 because we've got a big hill coming up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This has got some pull away. 40. Now this gear 3 feels great. You know, I'm keeping up with the traffic. I'm doing the kind of speeds I would want to do on a road like this. I'm not compromised in any way for speed. So what a great addition to the range this is. I think it's going to be a hugely popular option. It's an attractive bike, even though it might look like a transformer. So what's my verdict? Well, you know what? This has really surprised me. It's so easy to ride. It's great. And I think it's going to appeal to a completely different market to those that might buy the Extra and the Ultra. So I think they've done a good job by getting this. And it's really exciting to see what the possible future evolution of electric vehicles might be at Thermoco. See what they might have next year. Maybe they will have the Transformer next year. And I still doubt it. Well, I hope this video has been useful to you. If you've enjoyed it, then please do click that subscribe button and the like button. And if you want to see any more videos, then just tap that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
What's it like driving without gears? I'd love the idea of no clutch.
It is kind of fun, the fact that you don't have to do anything. It does a range apparently about 120 miles, so it means, you know, I could go to Cambridge and back.
Yeah, but that's up to.
Well, no, they say it's 120 miles and then you have a reserve.
Okay.
So you should be able to get there on 120 miles, but then the reserve, I don't know how long it lasts, but your speed drops down. You know, because it's connected to the battery, your top speed will go, and you'll be able to go like 28, 30 miles an hour maybe, for the last bit of your journey. Okay, so what are we doing? We are doing 56 miles an hour. 61. 63, 64. I mean, they say a top speed of 63, so I got 64. It's not bad at all.
I guess you plug it in at the sort of underneath the seat on the left-hand side, I can see.
Yeah, there's a little plug under there. But it's perfectly nippy for the environment.
Oh, it'd be great. I think it's a nice little bike. And I think it's a very reasonable price, because all the ones I was looking at were a lot more. The only ones you could get for sort of 7 or 8 grand were, they kind of looked like off-roady type bikes, you know, very thin, had a range of about 55 miles, top speed of about 56 miles, whereas that one actually has brought the cost down. That is obviously modern technology, and yet it's half the price of this bike. If you think someone's got to go into London and back, that's a lot easier to ride.
Oh yeah, it's quite light.
Can you ride that on a restricted access?
Because it's still classed as an L3E or whatever the terminology is. You can ride it on a CVT plate. So yeah, brilliant.
Well, that means at the age of sort of 16, 17, you could buy one of those.
Yeah.